Hey there, so you had hurricane damage from Ian and you're not quite sure where to get started. Well, we're going to talk about that today. Hey everybody, this is Mike Faber, Florida Suncoast Real Estate. Time for this week's Mondays with Mike, and today I am joined by one of my rock star insurance agents, Christian Hughes from McGriff Insurance Services. Christian and I have been doing business for a long time. He's been in the Bradenton area in insurance for 30 plus years. So, Christian, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Thanks for the introduction. Been in Manatee County for 55 years going on this year. So this is my hometown. Been doing insurance for 35 years this month and specialize in the property casualty insurance. So obviously insurance is kind of a hot topic right now. Insurance companies raising rates, insurance companies going out of business, insurance companies, leaving the state, and obviously strict on their guidelines is what they want to write as far as roof age, year of construction, things like that. So one of the things we're talking about is claims from insurance and claims from obviously this hurricane.
Right.
So one of the first things I like to say is feel free to file the claim with your insurance company. Let the insurance company do the right thing first. I always recommend talking to your insurance company, and don't be afraid to file a claim, even if you think it's below the deductible. They're going to send an adjuster out. They're going to look at the damage. They're going to assess it, and it may be below the deductible, but they also may find damage that you're not aware of, such as the roof or water that's penetrated or lifted up shingles or roof tiles that you're not even aware of. So file the claim. Let the adjuster come out and take a look at it. Also, be careful about these independent adjusters. There's probably some good guys out there, but a lot of these adjusters are coming into town and they want to take over the assignment of your benefits. They want to have the claim turned over to them, and they're going to tell you, we're going to be concierge service and we'll take care of your claim from start to finish, and you just sign here and let us take care of it. Well, some of these companies don't have the best or your interests involved, and they can take those benefits, and I would recommend not going with that unless it's the last situation where you have worked with your insurance company and not been able to find some kind of good resolution. But also in the attorneys, there's a lot of attorneys out there that are saying, don't call the insurance company, call us first. Well, I really recommend calling your insurance agent or your insurance company directly to let them do the right thing. Let them.
Yeah, so it's kind of like personal injury that they're not going to get paid until you get paid.
Right.
And guess what? They don't work for free, so they're going to take a portion of what should be going to you with your insurance settlement.
Exactly. So part of your claim is actually going to go to this third-party adjuster or to the attorney that you might assign the benefits to.
Yeah, and that would be money that you would otherwise get. So
exactly.
Don't sign assignment of benefits documentation. Obviously, you've been busier than a one-armed man and a paper hanger, or a one-armed paper hanger hanging wallpaper. That didn't come out right. But what are you seeing now that can, I guess, streamline the process? If let's say I've got a tree fell on my house,
certainly
damage my roof, damage whatever. What's the first step that I should do?
Obviously, the best thing to do is to take care of any loss. So if you had roof damage, do whatever you can to protect your property. Whether you need to put a tarp on there, hire someone to come out, protect your property from any further damage.
Okay.
So it's one of the first things to do. Obviously, contact your insurance company, your insurance agent, file a claim, get that ball rolling. They've got adjusters that are coming from out of state and all over the place to take a look at your property, look at the damage, and assess how much damage you actually have. So obviously contact your insurance agent, and like I said, don't be afraid to file a claim. This is not going to go against your claims history. This isn't going to be like a black mark that shows up on your history like, oh, this person didn't take care of their house and caused a water damage loss or something like that. This is an act of God. This is a hurricane. This is what you buy insurance for, and this is time to file a claim. Even if, like I said, if you think it's below your deductible, still file that claim.
Okay. All right. Now I know there were some areas out east, that really got flooded, and they may not have been in what they would call a flood zone, but sure enough, you're underwater. Does FEMA have anything out there, or is there insurance out there for those that, let's say, don't have flood insurance, and yet here they are flooded, their house is ruined? Are there programs out there that can...
FEMA is obviously responding to people that didn't have a flood insurance policy, and a lot of policies or a lot of policy holders didn't carry flood insurance. They carried homeowners, and homeowners does not cover flood.
Okay.
So That's
If your roof blew off and it got wet from the top down, then it's covered.
That's not
but
water.
Rising
Okay, yeah.
water is flood, and if you don't have flood insurance, you're not covered.
Right.
I saw something earlier about that. There is a program out there. Go to disasterassistance.gov, and there are millions and millions of dollars out there for people just like you. If you got flooded, that you can apply for funds to help build back your life, build back your house. So disasterassistance.gov. Check that out. And first step is to go there and apply, and then get that ball rolling. What else are you seeing that people are facing that you would suggest to do besides contacting not necessarily your insurance company, but your local insurance agent,
Right.
like this guy? And I saw him at the coffee shop the other day, and he's like, I'm on my 8th cup of coffee, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So he's go. So call your local guy, and then are there other things that they could do besides, like in the beginning, videotape your property so you can show them what it looked like.
Any documentation that you have before the loss obviously is going to be very helpful for the insurance company and the adjuster to see this is what the property looked like before the hurricane, and this is what it looks like obviously afterwards. So any documentation that you have, whether it's videos, pictures, receipts, and things that you've done to the house. One of the things that we're really trying to caution people about is there's going to be a lot of people coming into town. I mentioned these third-party adjusters, but there's also going to be people coming into town say, hey, I've got my pickup truck, I've got a crew of guys, and we're from Alabama, wherever they're from, but they're not a local company. There's no verification. They're not someone that you recognize. So and
they're not licensed with the state of Florida.
Exactly, another great point. So at all costs, if you can do business with a local contractor, someone that has a good reputation, they've been doing business in Manatee or Sarasota County for a number of years, someone that's verifiable, that that once your job's done, if there's a warranty issue, if there's a problem, they haven't hopped in their trucks and headed back out of state, and you're sitting there vulnerable without any recourse.
Or if you saw it on the news, that schmuck down in Venice that came out of the area and soaked some old man for $47,000, then hightailed it and never did anything to it. Fortunately, they apprehended him, and he's now in jail.
But there unfortunately are people like that out there.
Right.
And there are people who are going to prey on policyholders and homeowners that they want to get their property fixed and get it back in their home again, and it's just kind of taking a risk if you hire someone to do the work that isn't a licensed contractor.
In the state of Florida.
Yeah, in the state of Florida, maybe doesn't have insurance, in case they did damage the property further, or like I said, took off and didn't even do the work as they had promised to. Someone give them, half the money down for a job and then just split town. Right,
yeah. So guys, this is going to be an ongoing issue for a long, long time. I'm going to get back with Christian again, and we're going to, at another time, and talk about what's going on in the insurance industry as a whole in Florida. We know it's a complete poop emoji storm right now, with everything that you're hearing and insurance companies bailing out, and what's it going to come to? Is Citizens going to be my only available insurance company out there that I can get a policy with, which is obviously going to affect the real estate world. So another time here in the future, I'm going to sit down with Christian, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that and what we're going to look like going forward after Ian. So guys, I hope you found this information valuable, and we're going to bring you some more content. This is Mike Faber, Florida Suncoast Real Estate, 941-504-6345. I'm going to leave that disasterassistance.gov and some other helpful websites that I've come across the last couple of weeks. And Christian, what's your contact info?
My direct line is 941-782-5702. Obviously, I probably don't write your insurance, but I'm happy to give you a third-party evaluation and tell you any advice that I can give you in the insurance and in the claims business. So Feel free to give me a call.
All right, and I'll leave Christian's information in the comments section below. Guys, I hope you found this valuable, and until next Monday, have a great week.
Thanks, Mike.